Hello, and welcome to Theater Arts 401. It's Theater Backgrounds 1, where we cover prehistory up until 1642. That may seem like a weird and arbitrary date, but as you'll find in the course of the semester, it's actually a very significant date in the history of English-speaking theater. I'm your instructor, Kurt Daw. You can see my email and contact information there, though it's available again on the syllabus and again on the iLearn page, so you won't have any trouble finding me. I just want to emphasize that I'm here to help, that I have a wide range of face-to-face and virtual office hours available by appointment. I'm always glad to talk to you before or after class. My job is to facilitate your learning. And we want to dive into this theater requirement as a way to understand the theater and its history, and especially its possibilities. I always like to remind myself that the point of study isn't just to go over the past. We're a creative discipline and we love a life of creativity. So this quote from George Bernard Shaw, "Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself," seems to me particularly applicable to our class and the endeavor we're about to undertake. So let's dive right in. You've probably already recognized this as the front page of our class, because in order to find this welcome video you had to have steered here. But just a reminder, this is where we are. This is where the class all begins, and you'll notice that the first major block is called Getting Started. This is the block that contains the information you need to get jump started here. And if we were to keep scrolling right on down the page, just keep your eye on the Midsummer Night's Dream photo there. Just a little further down, the page starts looking like this. You can see right there in the middle my instructor information. If you click on that little green book, you can find my email address, my office hours, my office telephone number, my blog, lots of ways to contact me and lots of ways to talk to me. Right underneath that, you see the first things first, red block, the big square of important stuff. I bet you've already noticed that because here you are watching the welcome video. And when you're done watching the welcome video, I want you to click there on the syllabus link, which is live, and read the syllabus very carefully. Once you've read that syllabus, you're going to go on to the learning contract, then you're going to take survey 1, then you're going to introduce yourself. Right? There's lots of things to do here just to get yourself started in the class, but if you just work sequentially through the things in the red block, you'll be fine. When you click on the syllabus link, it takes you over to the electronic syllabus page. It looks like this. Mine may have a little more information in the top than yours does, but you can see everything going on in the class. I really want you to read the syllabus carefully. I know that all teachers say that. I know you hear that in every class, and I know that we never do, but do. Because all of the dates you need, all of the information you need to be successful in the class is here. Plus you really get to see what it is about and get to see if it is right for you. Once you've read through the syllabus, a job that I'm going to leave you to yourself, there's just a few things that I really want to emphasize as takeaways. First, I want to emphasize that this is a hybrid class. Sometimes we're going to meet face-to-face, and often the class is going to convene online. The reason for that is that our scheduled time is early in the morning, and a lot of theater students have found this difficult when they get involved in shows. They have big time commitments. Also, the inflexibility of face-to-face meetings demands that we get together at certain times. Those times are not always convenient, not always easy. So things that we don't have to learn in discussion, don't have to learn in face-to-face, but you can learn on your own time at your own leisure and fit into your schedule in a way that works with your other theatrical commitments is something I want to encourage. Because it has online components, however, it does have some technical requirements. Now, the computer labs at school meet these, so you could take the entire class and without even owning a personal computer. You could take it all online at school. But if you do have a personal computer, because we are streaming video and many other things, it does have to have some minimum power, and you need some skills. You need to be able to surf the web, you need to be able to do word processing. There's a few things going on in the class that you just want to check the technical requirements section to make sure you meet. This is a class in which I grade for competence, not for competition. I don't care who's the smartest, I don't care who's the fastest. What I really care about is if you learn the knowledge that the class covers and if you are capable of executing the skills that we're developing. As long as you do, I think you will be very happy, and I promise I'll give you an A. If everyone in the class becomes competent, everyone in the class gets an A. Again, it's not a competition. In theater, we're used to working as an ensemble. We're used to helping each other move forward, and in most ways, maybe plagiarism accepted, this is a principle of this class, that we're not in competition with each other. We're going to help each other, we're going to work together, and we're all going to achieve theatrical competence as a group. The class probably does represent a step up in the degree of difficulty of college, however. It does tackle some tough topics, theater from long ago, far away, a lot of historical knowledge and perspective that you probably don't have coming into the class. That's fine, that's why we take the class. But there's reading, writing requirements, and I know you're trying to fit all that in busy lives and into theatrical lives. So I want to encourage you to think about the workload carefully and make sure this is the right time for you to take this class. In particular, I have real reservations about how successfully students can complete the class while taking other theater backgrounds classes at the same time. They often find the difficulty of multiple history classes simultaneously just be too high. Now, I'm going to do everything I can to help you succeed in the class, so I'm not trying to discourage you. I just want you to be aware of where we start. Time management is the big key. There is a quiz every week, a reading assignment every week, and an applied assignment every week. So lots to do, lots to keep up with. I want you to check your time management. Plan on about 9 to 10 hours a week spent on this class, and make sure you fit those into your schedule. So after you've read the syllabus, after you've thought a little bit about these takeaways, I want you to click on the learning contract. Let's just go back and have a quick look there. See the question mark right under the red block, the learning contract. Click on that. That explains what I expect of you and what you can expect of me. I want you to go in, click on the learning contract, and agree to it, and then away we'll go. We can proceed on into the class. The class has weekly expectations, and we're going to spend some of our early part of our class talking about Aristotle and his contributions to theater, but here's a more general thought from Aristotle. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. His point being that it's not a one-trick pony to be excellent. It's that we make habits of doing the things we need to do. You'll need to check into this class several times a week. I'd say maybe every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Have a good look at the iLearn page. Remind yourself about what there is to do and try to stay ahead in the class. It's very, very difficult if you fall behind, and we don't want that to happen. So make a habit of checking the iLearn page and checking your email for information about the class, and proceed from there. So before the class even starts, there's a few things to do. Take Survey 1. log into the Introduce Yourself forum. There's a little form there that I ask you to fill out. I want you to introduce yourself to me and to the rest of the class. I want you to check the latest news site. In the latest news, I'm going to post some information about how you can make sure that you get all of the forum postings from the class in digest form, that is, one email a day instead of an email every time somebody writes a forum post. And I'm also going to tell you how to get your email forwarded from your sfsu.edu email to one that you actually use. So if SFSU is not your main email and you don't look at it daily, make sure you check latest news and figure out how to get it forwarded to the email account you really do use. Then, when you've done all of that, I want you to scan down to the bottom of the class page, bottom of the central column, to Class Resources. This is all the way down. Right at the bottom of the page, you can see the bottom banner of iLearn there. The class resources is where we're going to put things that we use throughout the semester. But there is a participation requirement in this class, and a lot of that is going to work through the class wiki, which is a place that we as a group are going to curate texts, video performances, other kinds of interesting materials, anything you find. I expect that you'll probably be contributing to the class wiki on a weekly basis. All of us now know that there's a lot of information out there on the internet, and we don't want to have to try to learn it all from a textbook or all from a lecture. We want to have places that we can check in and find it as we need it. And this is where you're going to post those things after you find them. Right under that is the class glossary. That's a place in which the class itself is going to create a list of terms and ideas that we use through the semester with their definitions. You're going to find as the class proceeds that often we have a definition that we've learned earlier in our lives in high school, sometimes even in junior high, that turns out to be a kind of easy version to get people introduced to the idea. But now we want the grown-up versions, and we want to keep track of those. So you'll be posting those to the glossary. Finally, we will certainly be citing all our information sources in this class and writing a lot in the class. So underneath the glossary there, you're going to find the citation guide that tells you how to make citations of plays, videos, playbills, the stuff that you use in this class on a regular basis in the MLA, Modern Language Association, format that this class uses. I hope that'll get you started. We're actually going to meet face-to-face in the first week, so I will see you on Monday and Wednesday in class. In the second week, Monday is Labor Day, so we get a little vacation, but we will also meet face-to-face in Wednesday of the second week. But after that, our face-to-face meetings will slow down and we'll spend a lot more time online. So you probably want to just poke around here a little while, looking at the syllabus and the class page to get a feel for the online learning. And I will see you very soon. Thanks for checking in, and I hope we have a good semester together.